So Schwereb preparing for the restart here for Mountain Majik with just under 6 minutes on the clock. They're down by 1. 3-2 as Buchanan receives it on this right-hand side. Marching forward and then leaving it behind for Jabor. Shembri will take off and then easy pickings in the end from Kukoris. Shembri got boot to ball. Kukoris certainly hit the deck. In fact, the shin pad also came free, and I'll tell you what, there's a bit of a skid sound too. I'm not sure if you could hear it through the Atmos mic. That one's going to sting in the next morning, though. And then what a finish from Tomolic! I was bouncing up and around the corner strike. Jabor stuck tight to her. Nothing anyone could do about that one from Hannah Tomolic. Her second, and much in the vein of Carla Maris. That's another worldie. Geez, the Enfield Allstars, their past 2 goals have been brilliant. And now they are well and truly in the box seat. A whole heap of work for Mountain Majik to do. They have to be perfect from here. Buchanan dispossessed, and now Calamaris looking for a hat-trick. Jabor steps in front of it, though. Good skill here from Jabor. Turns it wide. Shembri on target. Really good save, though, from Coelho. Calamaris, good first-time release for Tomolic. And those two had a big second half. Buchanan marching forward. Leon Wing. Mackenzie, now wider still for Jabor. Sideline restart to come here for Jabor, and Schwereb has now hopped into enemy territory. So they've essentially pulled the keeper here. Schwereb. Nearly chipped over the top. Calamaris was looking to fire off the early shot. Now Jabor sends it wide for Leon Wing. Back to Jabor. Good chance for a shot here. Good skill from Jabor. Turns away. And Kukoris comes up with the tackle. Schwereb once more wanting to push forward. It's been ushered back, though, by the coaching staff. Mackenzie. Buchanan. Now for Jabor. Under duress, Mackenzie also being hassled here from Tomolic, who wins out. Kukoris all the way back here for Fregali. Calamaris flicking it on. Simply over the byline, though, and Scarmadella likely to get back on the pitch very soon. Mackenzie, not a great ball here for Leon Wing, who then gets away. Buchanan, bring it forward, back for Leon Wing. Flicks it to the middle, Mackenzie. Can't get a clear shot away first time, but the follow-up is good. It's in the back of the net. And there's a third here for Mountain Majik. Where there's life, there's hope. So 4-3 the score. Plenty of time to go still. Just under 4 minutes left. Kenzie now bringing it forward. Kukoris steps in. And there is the 5th foul brought up for Mountain Majik. 5-1 in the second half. Kukoris pressured here by Mackenzie. That one over the sideline. Calamaris chipping long. Walker trying to twist away. Schwer was thinking about the quick release and run herself there. In the end, delivered to Buchanan. Couldn't find Mackenzie. Walker now taking it down with that left boot. Jabor sticking to her tight. She can't believe the call there, Jabor. She's got to be careful, though. Already on a yellow for descent. Walker now trying to just flick it through the legs. Jabor, collected there. Play on for now. Leon Wing finds Buchanan. I have to imagine that would be a foul against Enfield Allstars. And there it is, their second of the half. Three minutes exactly on the clock. Jabor from range, well and truly wide of the mark. Sent long here, looking for Calameris. Got a foot to it, looking for a hat-trick, and now Mackenzie can carry. Sends it forward. Oh, just flicked off the boot there of Fragale. And it nearly surprised Coelho. Buchanan stepping forward. Kukoris tripped over the ball. Nearly provided an opportunity. Now Leon Wing will make way for Scarmadella. He certainly can pull something out of the bag. Already one goal so far today for Angelina Scarmadella. He's onto the ball now and driving forward. Pops it back towards the middle, looking for Mackenzie. Coelho was up to meet it. Walker keeping in the field of play. Oh, that's very strong from Jabor. And that will be a spot kick here. It's a sixth foul in the half, of course, after the 5. That's when it all starts to become a factor. So now it's Schwereb's turn to stand tall. Schwereb right up to the edge of the D here. Just trying to minimize the angles that are on offer. And that one goes wide for Calameris, so no hat-trick on this occasion. 2:13 on the clock. Murray out there again now for Mountain Magic. So too is Shembry. Scarmadella bring it forward. More of a zone defense approach here. Oh, Murray caught big time here, and that had to be yellow for Calameris, and it is. Mackenzie has hopped into the goal mouth. I'm surprised no one's directly in front of Coelho just to try and close down the vision. And now that's exactly what Murray has instructed Mackenzie to do. So in front she goes. Now Murray does have a massive boot on her. You can imagine she'll be looking directly for the back of the net. Big chance for Mountain Magic. Murray lines it up. Good strike. Oh, it's off the underneath of the crossbar. It did everything but get across the line. Shembry now looking to feed it for Mackenzie. Murray has to be careful. Geez, that's as close as it gets. And Murray still toying with it. That's silly from Savannah Murray. Well, they've just seen a spot kick against Schwereb, who rightfully so, has a bit of indignation about that one. She just put her hands up in the air. And another spot kick to come now. And this could be it, with 1:44 on the clock. Kukoris. Schwereb again with a great save. Quick release from Murray. Now Shembry, they all start to accelerate. Mackenzie chipping. Coelho just turns it away. 1:36 remaining at Hawkesbury PCYC. Murray, the initial attempt was on target. Kukoris comes away with it. Mackenzie, good tracking and a good tackle. So 90 seconds on the clock here for Mountain Magic. Murray came as close as you possibly could. Schwerer was coming out to meet it, but Murray didn't take a chance with it, simply cleared it away. Calameris, twisting, turning. Mackenzie makes the tackle. Walker not too far off. They dipped at the last moment. Now Schwereb out here for Shembry. Murray. Calameris again very strong. That one goes across the sideline with 1:13 on the clock. And they have shown a real desire to never pull their keeper so far this season, Mountain Majik. Great first touch from McKenzie, not too far away. And the question is, do they now pull Schwereb and go for broke with either Zeta or Leon Wing, who are both out there? Listen, McKenzie will make way for Zeta. 1 minute on the clock. Shembri marches forward, chipping long for Murray, who went for the first time shot. 55 seconds remaining. Murray meets it with the head. Scarmadella can't get to it in time. Now she comes up with it though. A chance here for Angelina Scarmadella. Kokoris very strong. Now Walker steps up. This could be it here for Enfield Allstars. Walker, again a great save from Schwereb. Calamaris into Shembri. Now Scarmadella on the break. Feeds it forward. She's there again in support. Scarmadella finds the back of the net. It's 4 goals apiece with 26 seconds on the clock. They've pulled it out of the fire. And it had to be Angelina Scarmadella. She can't stop scoring this season. And this might be the most important of the lot. And there is still a chance here for either side to win. Walker from range. Schwereb takes it down. Throwing long, looking for Murray, who can't get away from the pressure of Walker. 15 seconds on the clock. What a game it's been, end to end. They had plenty of work to do, Mountain Majik. They went down 4-2 with about 10 minutes to go. Back to 4-3 with 4 minutes on the clock. Now inside the final minute. They have found the equaliser. Scarmadella for Shembri. 5 seconds. Scarmadella down the sideline. Needs the shot now. Not too far away with 1 second on the clock. That will be the last opportunity. Coelho throws long. Shembri clears. And I think they'll be pretty satisfied with the point overall. So 4-4 at full time. It was a tense affair for the entire duration. I'll be quite impressed with that result overall, though, Mountain Majik. Enfield Allstars sitting pretty in fourth. A win would have put them as high as second. But for Mountain Majik, they keep touch now with the South Coast Taipans. Full time here at Hawkesbury PCYC in the Women's Premier League Futsal. 4 goals apiece. The men are up next. Very good afternoon and welcome to Hawkesbury PCYC. Men's Premier League action in our futsal competition for 2024. And this is a real mouth-watering affair. Third, the home side, Mountain Majik, taking on second, Enfield Allstars. Majik with first use of the ball as Jamie Dibb and Jordan Guerrero. Both these two very talented players representing Australia recently. Guerrero getting away that early shot here. Chance straight away now for Mountain Majik. Hewitt chipping long. Turned away from Lobo. Under pressure was Guerrero. Dibbs didn't want a bar of that. Instead he suggested that it be shifted long. That one's been tipped away there from Battalato. So Hewitt now with the attempted corner. Looking for a little bit of movement here. Can't quite find Guerrero. That'll beat everybody, unfortunately. Now Vidal from the sideline here for Enfield Allstars. Kuta trying to get the shot away. Sends it towards the middle. Dibb with a quick release here for Hewitt under pressure. Kuta is on the spot. Vidal taking on Hewitt. Takes off with a good turn of pace. 3-on-1. Eventually turns away now for Pavato. All the way back here for Battalato. Vidal. Slowing things down here for Pavato. First time ball back towards the middle. Now for Dib. Oh, Dib couldn't quite squeeze it around Pavato, who trapped it like a crab on his back momentarily. All the way back here for Vidal. Bit of room to move. Now Jamie Dib. Plenty of pressure applied there. Restart here from Guerrero. Deep for Dib and then wider still for Hewitt. Guerrero with a lovely little fake. And pass allowed to go all the way through to Dib. Vidal pressuring. And now Katambas. Sending it long, looking for Guerrero, shouldering it back towards the middle. Kuta was on the spot to clear it away. Hewitt making a deep run. Guerrero couldn't quite find him in time. All the way back now for Jamie Dib. First time release once more for Guerrero. Fancy footwork coming out. Hewitt now looking for that left foot shot. Guerrero trying to get it away, but Vidal just snuffed it out a touch as Battalato. Vidal. Now Kuta taking off or tries to get the shot away. Fell there for Pavato. Momentarily there was an option there. Dib. Wide now for Connor Hewitt, who hasn't had the happiest start to this game so far. And that error will just pave the way for Jaden Dunn to get involved now, and he has had a great season so far, Jaden Dunn. Vidal under pressure there from Dunn, who wins out in the tackle. Robson from range! Oh, Robson, it's from the top shelf. That is a terrific strike. He kept it low, and he caught Battalato by surprise. The home side leads 1-0 after about 3 minutes of play. Great strike from Robson. Now Kuta taking off down that right-hand side. Jamie Dib, though, a nice slide tackle. Heading straight there for Katambas, who had to get down quickly. Robson again. Now for Jamie Dib. Looking to thread the needle for Robson, but not even Usain Bolt would have reeled that one in. Change made here for Enfield with Wright onto the field. Oh, a shot came from Kuta. Good save in the end from Katambas. Dunn under all sorts of pressure. Pavato didn't get a touch on it though. Clever work from him. Vidal is now quite deep. That's the way they go. Right, an option on this left-hand side. Back for Vidal. Guerrero stepping up. The captain makes contact with the ball. Now Anthony Haddad into the action. He's come up with a swag of goals so far this season. Arguably the strongest customer on the ball in the Premier League. It's done. Now steps up as well. Vidal shooting from range. Dib gets in front of the shot. And yeah, I think Dib's collected it a little bit more than he would have liked to, and in a rather precious region, shall we say. Unfortunately, there is absolutely nothing you can do about that. It's only a matter of time. It's the ultimate healer. A corner to come now for Enfield. Vidal deep, now for Pavado. Vidal again, finding right. Dibb still struggling out there off the back of that blocked shot. Pavado was storming through, and now Haddad can use his strength and easily disposes of right. Up for Haddad once more, Dunn wrapping around. As Kuda takes off, looking for that left foot shot. Dibb stands firm. Kuda is an option short. Vidal back on that halfway line. Oh, great effort from Kuta, but a good save from Katambas. That one missed by millimetres. Right now with the corner. Sends it deep for Vidal. First time release here for Kuta. Dibb up to apply the pressure. Good first touch as well. Opens up the space. Now takes off. Good turn of pace here from Jamie Dibb. Trying to thread the needle for Dunn. Vidal takes off. Kuta, good control to keep it in the field of play momentarily. That one will head across the sideline. It's now Vlismus on deck to replace Guerrero. Dunn, Dibb, now Vlismus. Right with a high press for Enfield. Comes up with possession, pops a little pass. Oh, and then Vlismus did just enough to clear it away. A last-ditch effort. Otherwise, that would have been a goal. Filipovic is out there now. Vidal with the attempted shot. Haddad sending it high. Somehow doesn't connect with the roof of Hawkesbury PCYC. That would have been a sideline restart either way. It's now Pavado. Attempts to roll it through the middle. Katambas out to meet it, and we'll simply watch that one head over the byline. Lobo back on deck now for Enfield Allstars, the number 11. Dunn sends it here for Vlismas. Back for Jaden Dunn. Threading the needle, looking for Haddad. Great skill from right. Now Lobo takes off. Step over and then got the shot away. Dibb once more blocked it. Filipovic tries to flick it back. Dunn is collected. And there's a foul there. This mass taking off. Dunn under pressure. Nearly collected again. Pirouettes away. And yes, he was indeed collected there. I think that might have been Lobo once again, who still wants to argue the point. Lazarus just laying down the law there. Fowler out there now for Mountain Majik. Dunn again trying to just flick it on. Right was up to meet him. And Tomilic is out there now as well for Enfield Allstars. Filipovic. Tomilic. And Lobo just caught wrong-footed there. Haddad driving it low. That one well and truly off the mark though. It's about 6 minutes gone here at Hawkesbury PCYC. Adelato restarting things. Tomilic now right. Forward for Filipovic. Fowler intercepting. Dunn an opportunity out wide. Couldn't get the shot away, also couldn't find Dunn. Tomilic has a good little effort there. Katambas, as calmly as you like, just dusted it away. One fell swoop of the right hand. Deep here for Tomilic. Filipovic. Quick release now for Lobo. Right. Right once more. Back for Tomilic. Filipovic. Patient with the build-up. Oh, Haddad strong. Right, look to grab him there momentarily. That'll go against Anthony Haddad. It's a Mountain Majik with the foul of their own here. Lobo feigns the shot now. Tomilic has the strike. It stays low. It goes through the legs of Lismas and Katambas, and we are locked up at 1 goal apiece. It's always dangerous giving away a set piece. Close to goal. And so it has proven once again. Fowler now, out for Lismas. Lismas trying to squeeze it down the sideline. Tomilic once more, finding right. Filipovic knocking it back here, then flicked over the top. Right, trying to take it down. He's falling into the path of Katambas though. Lismas. Guerrero back out there for Mountain Majik. Kuda once more on deck for Enfield. Twisting, turning, finding Tomilic. Now Lobo. Stepped up, did Lismas. Now Haddad with that trademark twist and turning shot. Now Bakopolos gets his first taste of the action for Mountain Majik after about 8 minutes of play. On all the score, still 12 minutes to go in this first half. Kuda, quick release here for Lobo, keeps it in the field of play, heading deep, and then just getting there in time was Bakopolos. Lobo with the corner, knocking deep here for Kuta. McPherson is out there. His first taste of the action now. Tomilic with the shot. Oh, Lobo with a nice little movement. Momentarily beat Guerrero, but he did enough just to ensure that the run was checked. Now Dib marching forward. Options either side. Go to Bakopolos. Haddad holding it up. Bakopolos chipping back towards goal. Beautifully worked. And once again, that target man, Haddad, so tough to deal with. He's a big unit. He just creates opportunities for those around him. Good interchange of passing with Bakopolos. 2-1, Mountain Majik back in front. Looking to leapfrog Enfield on the ladder. Mascot have been peerless in their performances so far this year, so they're in no danger of dropping down despite a potential win here for Mountain Majik. Early days, of course, is now Dib. There's a chance from out wide, turned away from Kuta. But a win here would mean that Mountain Majik leapfrog Enfield into second spot. Loss, however, could see them fall to fourth. Bakopolos, short for Guerrero, sends it to the middle. Vidal steers it away. McPherson was looking to link up with Vidal yet again. Now Dib. Providing for Guerrero. Touch there from Pavato. Looks like Kunis is out there for his first taste of the action. Finds here for Guerrero. Then to Dib. Back to this right-hand side. Bakopoulos under pressure from McPherson. Does a good job, really, though. Bakopoulos. And Kunis will now have the restart from the sideline. Bakopoulos, in fact, will take over duties. Dib. Wide now for Guerrero. Guerrero taking off McPherson. Checks the run. John Battalato very vocal in goals here for Enfield Allstars. Organising the troops. Katambas an option deep. So too are Dib and Guerrero. Comes here for Dib. Now back for Katambas. Threading the needle for Bakopoulos. Guerrero. Dib trying to link up field. Kuda stepped high. Made the challenge, but that'll go across the byline. And a goal restart here. Just delivered for Bakopoulos. Now Guerrero. Kunis. Guerrero yet again looking for Kunis. That one just a little bit too wide of the mark. A simple turnover there. Kunis to restart things. Guerrero switching it back. Oh, Kunis, not a bad effort. Just a little bit high and wide. So approaching the quarter-way mark in this match with about 10 minutes left in the first half. Right for Pavato. Chipping over the top. Kuda, great control. Right with the attempted shot. Katambas was backpedaling in goals and actually made contact with the uprights. It's now Connor Hewitt is back out there. Kunis twisting away. Finds Dib. Back here for Hewitt. Chipping it down the sideline. Looking for Dib now. Kuda does a great job to show him the sideline. Battalato throwing long. Hewitt steers it away with the head. Now Pavato finding a ball there for Kuta, who got a little toe poke away. Deep for Pavato. Now Vidal. Just trying to thread the needle. Rolling all the way back to Battalato in between the sticks. Now right, taking off Pavato. Back to right. Touch there from Guerrero. Vidal once again twists away and then finds right on this left-hand side. Pavato just able to keep that under control. Takes off and beats Guerrero. Linking up once more with Wright. Vidal makes way for Lobo. Straight to that man, fresh back on the field. Lobo, little step over. Robson took care of him pretty easily. Although they'll say there was a little bit of extra contact there from Robson. There's another foul. Lobo finding right and then back to the middle. Kuda is there for the finish. And we are locked up at 2 goals apiece. Was As easy as you like, that was clockwork from Enfield Allstars. So with 8:52 on the clock, the previous fixture in the Women's Premier League, that was a tight one as well. For all the end score. Right now, upfield for Filipovic. He's looking to return serve for Tomilic. Now a good chance here for Mountain Majik. Hewitt to Robson. Wound up with a big shot. Turned away, though, from Filipovic. Dunn back on deck as well. Tibb sends it that way. Finding Robson. Back here for Dunn. Hewitt was unmarked. Back towards that left-hand side. Now Wright with a good opportunity. Wright being hustled and harried. And I think that is the right call. There was a lot of pressure on his back there, namely from Jaden Dunn. And it will be a yellow card here too. That's a third foul in the process now from Mountain Majik. Dangerous spot now, and Haddad out there. So he'll be standing tall, trying to cut down the angle as Katambas organises his troops. Now, Tomilic scored from the previous dead ball situation. Lobo lining it up, you'd imagine once more he'd probably feign through, allowing for Tomilic to take the shot himself. Wright's also an option on that left-hand side. Lobo squeezing through now. Tomilic takes off, or Katambas. Stood tall, stood firm. Made the block. Hewitt back on deck. Robson making way. Haddad cutting the middle. Dibb now stepping up, trying to clear a passage. Good footwork here from Dibb. He thought Dunn was still with him, rolled it back, but Dunn had disappeared. Filipovic rolling over with that left boot. Wider still now for Lobo. Just trying to get through the legs, and Haddad closed it quickly. Tomilic. Out here for Wright. Taking off once more, Jaden Dunn, great work with the feet, but Wright somehow maintained possession. 7.5 on the clock in this first half. 2 goals apiece. Majik now with Dibb. Out to this right-hand side for Dunn. Sitting on the ball momentarily. Dibb then up for Hewitt. Once more across the sideline. He hasn't had a very happy start to this match here. Connor Hewitt. Feed this through here for Chow. His first taste of the action. Lobo feigning the shot. Dunn not falling for it, and then stepping in front of the pass. Well watched there from Jaden Dunn. Right on target. Seen off by Katambas. Lobo now chipping over the top. Fowler out there now. Falls here for Wright, who finishes it as easy as you like. In fact, it's Tomilic. A second one here for Tomilic. It was bouncing around awkwardly in the air. And it just sat directly in front of him. And he steered it away. 3-2 now. Restarted here from Mountain Majik. They got the opening goal, but Enfield Allstars, who've probably had less of an opportunity on goal, have just taken them better. Chow once more restarting things here for Battalato. Couple of touches then driving forward the keeper. Looking to chip over the top for Chow, but it was far too big. Fowler. Now for Dunn. Good an option deep. That's the way Dunn goes. Dunn trying to squeeze around the outside, does a great job. Also beats Pavato, but couldn't find Haddad. Hewitt stepping up to try and intercept it, misses it. Lobo, great skill to get around the outside of Hewitt. Back for Chow. Now Pavato. And they've completely lost their bearings defensively there. No communication between Dunn and it looked to be Haddad. Lobo twisting here for Pavato. Keeps it in the field of play. No, he doesn't. Just goes across the sideline here, Lobo. Dunn knocking it deep here for Fowler. Twisting, turning. Opening up a bit of space. Finding, or attempting to find, Haddad, but just a little bit too long. So too is that attempted thrown restart there from Battalato. Now Fowler finding Hewitt. Hewitt back to Fowler. One is still for Dunn. Very high press here from Enfield. Hewitt under pressure. Tries to twist it forward off Chow and then off Hewitt. Enfield will have the restart. Vidal back on deck. Out here for Pavato. Cooter is out there as well. Fowler leaving it here for Hewitt. Now to Majik taking possession. Once more they'll step up high. Hewitt looking to chip it. Hewitt now for Fowler and then Vlismas. Once more Hewitt looking to flick it over the top. Again, can't quite find the feet there of Fowler. There's Will Kunis. It's a second stint here for Mountain Majik. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Cooter. Back for Pavato. Chow. Cooter holding off Hewitt. Finding a little ball here for Vidal. Thomas was out to meet it though. Vlismas. Nice little step over. Just confusing Pavato there. Hewitt is wider still. Back he provides now for Vlismas. Fowler. Vlismas once more for Hewitt. Sends it wide. Under pressure, Carrero flicks it back here for Hewitt. Enfield still with quite a high line here. And Hewitt will make way here for Bakopoulos. Guerrero also on deck now. Finding Kunis, who tries to twist and turn. Looking for Vlismas. Kunis, oh, that's going to be close to a foul. Will be more than close. That's another one here for Mountain Majik. Their fourth foul of the match. Just the two so far for Enfield Allstars. Oh, wonderful pass provided there for Cooter. There's all sorts of space opening up here. And then Cooter comes up with a foul on Guerrero. It's 3.5 to go in this first half. Guerrero marching forward, looking to pop a little pass there for Kunis, who disappeared on the run. And then Vlismas caught again here. 2 fouls in quick succession now for Enfield. They're up to 4 themselves. Bakopoulos. Try to link up with Vlismas. And then Vidal just rolling that ball over the sideline. Oh, and Guerrero caught on his heels. Produces a hurried clearance from Katambas. 3-2 still the score with Enfield leading. Vidal with a touch-free start there. Now deeper for Pavato. Adelato knocking long, looking for right. Just out in front of Akopoulos. Nice pass found here from right for Kuta. Steers away from a few defenders. Out here for Vidal. Lovely little step over, then got the shot away. It was strong there from Jordan Guerrero. Pavato searching for it short. Try and thread the needle to him. Lismus pressured here, and that is 5 fouls now on Enfield. So the last three have been in very quick succession here for Enfield Allstars, and with 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half, that next foul will result in a spot kick. And a change here in goals as well. A bit of confusion here with the replacement in goals. Still has the armband on here. So Katamas will get back into the action. Guerrero finding Vlismas. Dispossessed here. Kuda working down a narrow passage. Pops the ball back to the middle. Akopoulos simply knocking it away. Guerrero cleaning up that spillage. Down looking to chip long. Kuda wasn't making the run though. Akopoulos. And now Guerrero once again. Marching forward, looking to get the shot away. Good slide from Vidal. It turns defence into attack. Finds a pass out wide here for Kuta. Threading the needle. And no foul call there. So it remains 5-4. That department. So, of course, next one from Enfield Allstars in this half anyway will result in that spot kick. Now Dunn taking on Pavato. Vidal coming in with a big clearing kick. And Haig now out there as a travel keeper, if you will. Guerrero, Lismus. Looking to utilise that extra number. Haig. Back to Guerrero. Lismus once again. Just looking to work over Enfield Allstars here. With that numerical advantage. As a result, it's a zone-style defensive approach from Enfield. Now Dunn. Back to Lismus. No real penetration as of yet, though. Guerrero trying to just feed a pass through to Kunis, and it nearly worked. That's good patient build-up. Just over a minute remaining. Lismus once again here for Guerrero. Haig, quick release, back to Haig. Finds Dunn, or just couldn't find the back of the net though. Now Vlismus on the follow-up. They've worked it well twice now. With the extra man on deck. Kunis. All the way back here for Haig. Wider still for Vlismus. Now Guerrero. Dropping it short here for Vlismus. Great strike from Vlismus. Finds the back of the net. That's the result they were after with the extra man on field. Haig has played his part. And it's a nice little tactical masterstroke there from Brett Hewitt, the coach. 3 goals apiece. With about 45 seconds left in the first half. Good pressure here from Mountain Majik too. Once more, Hagel hop in. Guerrero just slumming things down here. We'll find Dunn has the shot, and Badalata gets down low and steers it away. Dunn sending it deep for Vlismas. Guerrero working them over. Finds Haig. They've got the numerical advantage yet again. Pavado will look to try and release it quickly. Haig does enough to block the run. Now Vlismas for Dunn with 15 seconds to go. Dunn sending it wide. Guerrero. Loose first touch. First and no. Got a little bit on it before it went across the sideline. Badalato now looking for the long-range shot. With 3 seconds on the clock, there's a bit of a dispute here as to whether Vlismas made contact with Badalato in attempting the shot. He simply stuck the leg out. Don't think it contacted anyone, though. I'll look to go deep here. Haig with the long throw. Cleared away, and there is a foul on Vlismas. So that'll be a spot kick with 1 second on the clock. Or in fact, it's gone against Vlismas here, so 5 apiece. Won't amount to much, though, unless there's a foul quite literally immediately. Pavato will simply knock this long. Haig above them, AFL style with the mark. And that'll do us for the first half. An entertaining affair at Hawkesbury PCYC. It's all locked up between third and second on the ladder. Mountain Majik and Enfield Allstars, 3 goals apiece at halftime.
Yeah. That's big. What's your logo? Yeah. Yeah. Agree. Where's the edge?
Welcome back to Hawkesbury PCYC round 12 action of the Futsal Men's Premier League. All locked up at the break. 3 goals apiece between Mountain Majik and the Enfield Allstars as Enfield get first use of possession in the second. Vidal twisting away and then finding Kuda here. Strong finish to that first half from Mountain Majik and a chance to start strongly again here. Guerrero comes up with the shot. Turned away now Robson on the follow-up. Also just blocked at the final moment by Lobo. Guerrero looking for support. Dib has crept all the way into the backfield, but that one is a little bit too far away from his run. Vidal now charging forward as Battalato. Keeper receives it and goes on a bit of a run here. Right into the backside of Vidal. That one will spew across the sideline. Restart to come here for Mountain Majik. Now Guerrero marching forward here and turning for Dib. Back to Guerrero once again. Trying to squeeze on the inside of Kuda. Cleared long and then taken down here by Mountain Majik. Dib forward for Robson. Guerrero up along this left-hand side of the field. Lovely chip across there for Robson. First time shot would have been the preferred option, but took that extra touch. It's a little bit heavy. As a result, now Vidal and Enfield on the counter-attack. Oh, Robson sends it for Guerrero, looking for the shot. And that has to be a foul here against Kuta, who took him well and truly, ball and all. Couldn't disappear, but certainly didn't try and avoid the collision there, Kuta. There is that first foul of the second half there for Enfield. Robson back on deck. Guerrero has the attempted shot. And now Robson dispossessed. Lobo marching forward. Good slide from Guerrero. It was a tackle that had to be made. Now Lobo with the restart, looking for Kuda. Controlled with the chest. Couldn't take it down effectively though. Still arrived there for Vidal, but now dispossessed. And Dib slowing things up momentarily. Looking for an option. Finds it in the form of Guerrero. Trying to squeeze the path, but Vidal cuts it out. Now Lobo. Once more stepping over it, scissor style. Pressured here by both Dib and Robson. Somehow evaded both of them though. Hewitt under pressure. Sends it there for Guerrero. Up for Robson, who just tries to squeeze it around Battalato. Hewitt was coming late in the piece. Lobo for Pavato. And Hewitt just trying to control the run there of Lobo. It's Pavato. Slows it down now. Vidal. And for Kuta. Pavato with a lovely ball. So too Lobo over the top. Pavato, oh, it was a wonderful sequence from Enfield Allstars. It was a movement that deserved a goal at the end of it. Just couldn't find the finish though with Pavato. Now Haddad looking to use his strength as always. Guerrero. Hewitt. Quick release here for Dib. Lovely first time pass for Haddad as well. Picked the right pass there with Hewitt making the run. Just couldn't quite squeeze it through though. A chance for a touch and shot here. Haddad will oblige. Controls it on the rebound. Hewitt sending wide now for Dibb. Guerrero. Give a chip to the middle. Kuda got in the way of it. Now Vidal on the march forward. Sends it wide. Oh, Lobo not too far off. Jaden Dunn now once more on court. Hewitt getting a rest. Guerrero. Oh, Dunn caught there. There's another foul for Enfield. Second one to start the half. Cameron Lee just laying down the law here at Hawkesbury PCYC. Just over 3 minutes gone in the second half. Still locked up at 3 goals apiece. Filipovic out there now for Enfield. Vidal. Dispossessed, and then Dibb cleans up the scraps. Dunn trying to take off with a turn of pace. Back here for Dibb. Guerrero, plenty of space out on this left-hand side. That's the way they come. Finding Dibb again. Now Dunn. Twisted towards the sideline initially. Guerrero inside. Pavard gets the shot away off Haddad. Had Battalato jumping. Probably started the better of the two sides in this second half, Mountain Magic. Right back out there now for Enfield. Pavado playing short, right with the 1-2 and then making a run upfield. Easy pickings though for Mountain Magic. Guerrero on that right-hand side. To thread the needle for Haddad. Customary twist, turn and shot. Fowler now on deck once more here for Guerrero. Dibb. For Dunn. Dibb just trying to thread the needle. Fowler on this left-hand side. Dibb once more. Fowler threatening to go down the sideline there. Up against Vidal. Stood very firm. Handball there against Wright. Third foul now for Enfield Allstars. On Dibb with a wonderful hold-up of that little rollover. Pavato was fooled by it. Nearly produced a result. And Haddad's got a bit of an issue here with the left forearm. Keep a close eye on him. It's Dibb. Works it here for Fowler. Back to Dibb and now Haddad. Well, good luck trying to get him off the ball here. Although Vidal does a great job in the end. Now Filipovic stepping over it left from right. Final touch was off Filipovic. Fowler. Dibb. Dunn. Dibb once more. Haddad under pressure. Yeah, just over 5 minutes gone in this second half. Still on a nice edge. Vidal. Popping a little ball here for Tomilic, who's got two himself so far. Filipovic. Popping a great pass there for Vidal, who leaves it for Wright. Dunn comes up with a clutch slide tackle that had to be made. Oh, and then Dunn. Monstered here from Tomilic, and that'll be a fourth foul now for Enfield. Inside the first 5.5 minutes of the second half. They've got to be careful now. Now Vlismas. back it goes. Dunn with a quick release upfield. He was under duress. Well worked here from Vlismas, now shooting from range. An awkward one though. Had the chance to drive it with the bootlaces, instead went for the toe poke. A good save there from Mountain Majik, just inside the D. It was tight though. Dan was looking for support, wrapping around, but never quite arrived. Fowler will simply watch that one head over the sideline. Not the side has called for a timeout so far either. Oh, Dunn dispossessed, and now a real chance here for Kuta, who takes full advantage of it. It's a second for Kuta. And Dunn, who was calling for that ball, he certainly got it, but then it was a moment he would well and truly like over, and he's headed straight to the bench off the back of it. 4-3 now to Enfield Allstars. Corby Fowler brings it forward. Back to Vlismas. Bakopoulos. Vlismas. Bakopoulos up now for Kunis. Couldn't quite find the feet of Will Kunis though. Dom Badalato plays it short here. It's more for Tomilic. Kuta. That pass up for Wright. Fowler, lovely release. Vlismas holding up for the shot. Still swerving around. He's gone over the sideline though. 12:40 still to go. It's a long way from home. Fowler stepping forward, rolling over with the one boot. Tomilic, right through the middle, finding Kuta yet again. Lobo. Oh, lovely little in and away there. And then just shepherded over the byline by Brackenrig. Fowler. Just trying to find that pass there for Kunis, but it's never really on. Easily marked by both Tomilic and Lobo. Tomilic then finds an absolute wonderful pass. Good save from Brackenrig. And then good composure to find support. Now Fowler with the strike from range. Turned away. Fowler looking for this touch and shot with Bakopoulos. Bakopoulos doesn't really generate any power with it though. Straight into the feet of, looks to be Wright, who's out there once more. Fowler. Lobo restarting things with 11.5 remaining. Kuta attempts to get it under control. He'll run over the byline though. Fowler once again. Sends it wide for Bakopoulos. A heavy first touch, dispossessed, and now Kuta looking for a hat-trick. Tomilic. Kuta again, great movement. Comes out of the grasp for Brackenrig. We started now for Jaden Dunn and then Vlismus. Fowler. Sees it through the middle here, then takes off. Nice rollover from Fowler. Under pressure from two defenders, including Lobo, who wins out. And now looks to drive it upfield. Pakopolos. Good job here to maintain possession, trying to squeeze in from Kuda, who wins out on that occasion. Kunis coming forward. Lobo, great skill, finds the shot. Oh, that was beautiful from Lobo. And Brackenrig is not impressed about it. And Brett Hewitt will respond here with Enfield well and truly on top in the last few minutes. He's going to get his two futsal roos back into the action. Jamie Dibb and Jordan Guerrero. Kuta. Dancing with the ball at his feet. Chow back out there now as well. Guerrero playing short here for Dibb. About 10.5 to go. Still those 4 fouls for Enfield. Wider still now for Dibb. Kunis. Guerrero. Trying to squeeze it through the legs of Chow. Chow does enough. That'll go the way of Enfield Allstars. Perhaps just starting to feel a little bit of scoreboard pressure here. Only a quarter of this match to go. And the running of things in the last few minutes here, the Enfield Allstars, it's a bit of frustration that's starting to creep in for Mountain Majik. With Papadakis finally on deck now for Mountain Majik. Taking a while to get a chance. Robson also preparing to enter the action. Guerrero sending it deep here for Kunis, trying to get the shot off. Well watched though from Tomalic. Now sending long here, great ball for Lobo. Just couldn't get it under control. Kunis makes way here for Robson. Robson, little step over, looking for the shot. Oh, great effort, but a good save from Battalato. Now Robson again. Oh, and a bit of an awkward release. He was leaning back as he struck it. Battalato now sending long here for Vidal. Guerrero knocks it upfield. Tomalic sending it wide, right under pressure. Robson had a chance to squeeze in, but he was a little bit slow on that one. Now Vidal, good use of the body, trying to get the shot away. Did a good job in the end. Brackenrig was leaping for it. Just instructing his defenders there, get a little bit tighter. Don't allow such an open passage for the likes of Vidal and certainly for Kuda, who's been very dangerous in the second half. Dibb now for Guerrero. Finds a great ball here for Robson. Tries to get a shot off with the right boot, and Tomalic does a really good job just to knock the ball back into him. Now Battalato sending long again. Guerrero got up nicely. Right, knocks it down here for Vidal. For a moment there I thought he was going to stretch up with that right boot. Jamie did called out here from Cameron Lee. Foul count, not really a concern here for Mountain Majik, more so for Enfield. It's Tomalic. Provides short. Now all the way it falls here for Vidal. Chipping long. And no issues there for Brackenrig. So 9 minutes on the clock here at Hawkesbury PCYC. Round 12 action of the Men's Futsal Premier League. Guerrero. Papadakis again. Now Robson. Back to Dibb. Running out of room very quickly. Guerrero finds a lovely pass here for Papadakis. Now Dibb. They're all moving around, but not too much joy at the moment. Guerrero taking off, though. Tries to get the shot away. Oh, it came off a couple of defenders. Nearly wrong-sided Battalato. And once more throws long. We're going to get that size mismatch between Vidal and Guerrero. And there is a fifth foul now brought up for Enfield Allstars. And a yellow card for the coaching staff too. So 8:24 on the clock. It's a long time to go without giving away another foul here. Guerrero playing it short here, and they'll need to be on their best behaviour from this point onwards, Enfield All-Stars. 5 fouls are brought up. Guerrero. Still not a single foul here in the second half of Mountain Majik. Dibb. He's looking to find Guerrero. A misguided pass, and now Filipovic takes off. And that was close to being a foul there from Enfield. It's Guerrero. Now shepherded into a corner. 2-on-1, and Filipovic wins out. A chance to get the shot away. Brackenrig makes himself big between the sticks. Clears it off, and then Robson looking for the little flick over the top there of Tomilic, who stood tall. Score remains at 4-3. Jamie Dibb now. Popping a little pass here for Guerrero. Hewitt. Guerrero. Rolls it back here for Dibb. Robson. Hewitt an option through the middle. Guerrero finds him. Hewitt now looking wide early here for Robson. Little step over. Vidal does a great job and keeps it in the field of play as well. Still going Vidal. He's beaten 3-4 of them. And there will be a foul now. And it's going to be yellow here for Robson. And this one in a pretty good position too. So Tomilic will step up once more here. He's already scored twice, one from a set piece. Both he and Kuda are on hat-tricks. Just over 7 minutes remaining. Kuta leaves it as per usual, and Tomilic comes up with a hat-trick, once more driving it low. And they open up a 2-goal buffer now, 5-3. Well, Tomilic, he has been on the money all game. Hat-trick for Tomilic. Now there is a bit of a mountain to climb here for Mountain Majik. Hewitt under pressure again from Vidal. I must say Vidal has had his measure the entire match. He's really pressured Hewitt from the get-go. It's almost been a personal mission. Filipovic now out for Battalato. Pavato, a little checking run. Couldn't quite clear that all the way forward. And Mountain Majik are arguing the point here, saying that that fixture is well and truly behind the goal mouth. But the simple point is, just play the whistle. Of course, the clock stops, but it won't do them much good at all, arguing that point. It's Dibb now, leaves it here for Dunn. Dibb just ushering Dunn forward. Takes the space on offer and then tries to get around the outside. Filipovic Got a shin to it, though. Just like to see them drive through the middle a bit more here, Mountain Majik. Push for another rash challenge. The 5 fouls already brought up. Hewitt back to Dib. Quick release now for Haddad. Using his big frame, gets the shot away yet again. Turned away once more. 6.5 on the clock. Plenty of time still for Mountain Majik. Hewitt playing short here for Haddad, who then takes it down and once more finds the back of the net. What a season Anthony Haddad is having. That's what the doctor ordered for Mountain Majik. A 4th on the board, and it's game on once more at Hawkesbury PCYC. Second time the charm for Anthony Haddad. Now Dib finding Haddad. A chance for them to strike yet again. Hewitt was coming. Haddad unfortunately didn't even look. Brackenrigg once more. Dropping it short here for Jamie Dib. Now Hewitt sending it over the top. Dib. Knocking it deep here for Dunn. Haddad. Can't quite get around the outstretched boot of Pavato. And once more, Brett Hewitt has responded. So he's pulled Brackenrigg. Haig is on deck once again, acting as that extra man. Well, Hewitt could play him early if he wanted to. McPherson was standing a little bit too deep to make the intercept. Haig just getting away with it. Dib, wide now for Haig. Dib again, under pressure. Sends it across the court. The waiting feet of Jaden Dunn. Dib playing very deep at the moment. Oh, and it might go all the way towards goal. And there's another yellow card here. The assistant coaching staff of Enfield Allstars. So 5.5 to go. Just the 1 goal, the margin. 5-4, Enfield leading. Pavato. Chipping it over the top. McPherson. Lobo's back out there as well. Pavato. Now Dib stepping up. Haddad rolls it on. Nice idea from Dib. Just a little bit too far out in front of Haddad. Now there's a real chance here and a test for Haig, who's beaten. And then on the attempt, Lobo nearly found a way through. Hewitt will make way for Guerrero. So big guns on deck here between Haddad, Guerrero, Div and Dunn. 5 minutes remaining. Final stages of this game. McPherson, lovely first touch. Guerrero put himself between body and the ball. And Lobo will claim that he got ball with boots instead of Guerrero. There's going to be a yellow here for Jamie Dib. Now up for Haddad with the early release. Pushing through is Guerrero, who nearly found a finished battle. Arto got the slightest of touches on it and just popped it over the bar. Well, the tempo has gone up here. Guerrero. Now for Haddad. Winding up, looking for that shot. 4:40 on the clock. Dib. Guerrero once again. Haddad. Threading a narrow needle down the touchline. Haig back for Dib. Haddad left it. And Guerrero not impressed by it. Pavato now chipping over the top. Nobody marking up. Did Haig do enough? Apparently he collected Kuda. It's one of those 50-50 calls, but it's gone against Mountain Majik here. Kuta still on the deck, and Lobo and Guerrero having a disagreement here. Kuta now back up to his feet. It's a tense affair here between second and third on the ladder. Of course, a win here for Mountain Majik would push them up into second spot. Win for Enfield consolidates that and puts a bit of a gap between themselves and the rest of the field, so to speak. The struggles of the Taipans of late, as Tomalic is looking for a fourth now and nearly finds it. It was just inches away. You can imagine that based on the struggles of the Taipans, who haven't won a game yet. Eastern Suburbs Sokoa should get the job done there. That would really apply a bit of pressure on both these clubs. So 5-3 now, the foul count. Mountain Majik starting to rack up a few numbers there as Guerrero receives it in the back right of the field. Haddad trying to trap it down. McPherson keeps it in the field of play for Pavato. Lobo. Dib did enough just to get back there in time. And Guerrero will be pinged here, and that's a fourth now for Mountain Majik. Now for Lobo. Tries to get around Guerrero. This time Guerrero wins out. Tension's definitely running high at Hawkesbury PCYC. Haig. Lovely first release, and then Dunn does an incredible job to keep it in the field of play. Draws the foul, and they'll have a shot from the spot. And you'd have to imagine it'd be Anthony Haddad who takes it. Well, that's what they wanted, Mountain Majik. And put that down to the work of Dunn, who did a terrific job first and foremost to keep it in the field of play, and then somehow just to make a contest of it with two defenders on him. And now Haddad with a chance to square things up with 3:44 on the clock. He has found the back of the net countless times throughout season 2024. This could be an important one for him. Haddad drives it forward. Battolato stands tall, makes the save with the boot. Might not be over with yet, though. Haddad gets around a few of them. Just can't keep it in the court. 5-4 it remains. 3:35 on the clock. Great turn here from Kuta, who beats them all, ends up all. Haig just stays inside the D. Haddad twisting, turning, gets the shot again. One of those things where you know it's coming every time from Anthony Haddad, but it's still so difficult to stop. Dib is deep. That's the way Mountain Majik go. For Haig. Tries to find a pass. Now the shot's on, and they find the back of the net through right. It's high risk. And for Enfield Allstars, it was high reward. It was meant to be the other way. But when you pull the keeper, you leave yourself open to a very swift counter-attack. And it's come to pass here for Mountain Majik. Enfield get another one on the board. It's 6-4. And now with just over 3 minutes remaining, they have to keep Haig out there. They can't afford to go back in their shell. They'll need to double down on that concept. Dib sends it for Guerrero. He was looking for Bakapoulos. Right, restarting things. Now for Pavato. Guerrero closes down the angle. Makes the tackle. That'll go over the byline. 6-4 with now just under 3 minutes to go. Battalato over the top. Right, dispossessed. And then Haig nearly beaten by the deflection in the tackle there from Lobo. Haig will play short. Dibb, then Guerrero. A high line being kept here from Enfield. And Haig is caught in between two minds there with Haddad and then Pakopolos making the run. In the end, found no one. It's Pavato chipping over the top. Taken down by Haig. Quick release here for Guerrero. Good tackle made from right. 2:20 on the clock as Guerrero has the restart for Mountain Majik. Finds nearly a perfect pass. Looking for Pakopolos. Haig was upfield as well, so they went for the immediate shot there, Enfield. As Dibb pushes Haig forward. Guerrero threading it for Haddad. Back here for Guerrero once more. Zone defense from Enfield. Dibb can't link up with Haig as he was planning to initially. Goes back here to Guerrero. Haddad. Quick release back to Guerrero. Opening up the space now for Dibb. Haddad has an option on this left-hand side. Haig not utilised so far in this strain of possession. Dibb back for Guerrero. Now Haddad through the middle. Guerrero. Being a little bit flustered here. There's no openings at all, and now there's just 90 seconds on the clock. Dibb, Guerrero trying to get the shot away. It was a good one, but Battalato with an excellent save. Now has the attempted shot. And were it on target, it would have beaten Haig, who still hadn't quite got back into the goal mouth. Dibb, in and away, trying to chip over the top. Guerrero, looking to get on with things quickly. 1:17 to go, still down by 2. Vidal, strong, not allowing Haddad to push back. Battalato, throwing long, and Guerrero nearly headed it into his own goal mouth. Now Dibb for Guerrero. Threading the needle for Haddad. Gets the shot. That one's just a little wide as well. .56 seconds now. They need a goal and they need it quickly, Mountain Majik. Dibb trying to bring it down. Only as far as Vidal. Pakopolos can't quite get there in time. Haig just did enough. Now looking to march forward. Dispossessed again. 40 seconds to go. You need to believe in miracles from this point here for Mountain Majik. Guerrero with something quite acrobatic to stop that pass. 37 seconds left. Pavato for Battalato. And that one goes over the byline. Well, for Mountain Majik, it might even be a case of switching Haig out completely. Playing with no keeper, if you will, and just maybe they go with Robson. Put him into one of the purple shirts. 29 seconds remaining here. Battalato once more goes for the long throw. Haddad chipping over the top. Pakopolos, that would have been special. Instead it remains at 6-4. 21 seconds, they just have to hold on to the ball. Or at the very least, knocking it deep into the corner, as Vidal has done there. Also an excellent option. Guerrero, now for Haddad. Turned away, and with 13 seconds on the clock, you'd have to call it. There can be no miracle here. They've tried gallantly. I just haven't offered them the opportunities, though, Enfield. It's been a terrific defensive display when they most needed it. And with 8.5 seconds now on the clock, this one is all sewn up. Chipped over the top. Kuda will try and slow it down. Beats Dibb, looking for the finish. Good save, though, from Haig. It's the first one he's really had to make. Four seconds remaining. Pavato collects possession. There's the clock. And the final whistle is blown. Enfield Allstars solidify second place on the ladder for Mountain Majik. It's a nervous wait as we find out the result of Eastern Suburbs, Hakoah, and the South Coast Taipans. You'd have to imagine that's going to go the way of Hakoah. Taipans have picked up just the 1 point so far this season, the lone draw. And if that result goes as expected, Mountain Majik will likely drop all the way down into fourth. They had the chance to hop up into second, but Enfield just a little bit too classy here today. Full time at Hawkesbury PCYC for round 12 of the Men's Futsal Premier League. It's Enfield All-Stars 6, Mountain Majik 4.